Well, I drove around a little bit to get a first-hand look. Went on the, I guess, Liberty Street road and couldn't get over the bridge. But walked out and took a look at some of the flooding. And you know, I've been in town several times, but I've never been here when the river peaked. And one thing I thought would be good is to see if we can help in any way. And thank goodness we didn't break the 16.5-foot mark this time. So I guess there's not as much need for you guys as there could have been. But still, I saw a lot of flooding today. And frankly, that helps me to be able to go back and make my plea to the Corps to try to get this project on track. We do have some issues with the ag community, at least some members of the ag community, as to what the project might look like. You know, there's some different ideas. And Bob Ladd and I talk about that a lot. Bob had a good meeting recently with some of the ag community over some of their concerns. We're just going to rely on the very best study, information, data that we have, and come up with you know, the best plan for the region that fits everybody's needs, and do absolutely everything we can to get the maximum amount of help from the federal level, understanding that, one, this is an urgent matter for us. If you talk to the folks at Marathon, it's urgent in the sense that they're making plans right now for their future, and they need to know. And then finally, this is a model project. People around this table have been willing to, frankly, take some political risk by being willing to support local funding and a match. The private sector has been engaged, and you know, I've been involved in these sorts of projects for many years, including working as director of the Office of Management and Budget, where I had to review all the Army Corps plans. And I will tell you, not many projects have this level of involvement and engagement at the local level. And so I think that makes this a project that the Corps should be able to use, not just to help us, but also as a model for some other communities around the country. And I've made that point repeatedly with some experience and perspective on it. And they don't disagree. And that's one reason the Buffalo office likes our project, I think, frankly, is that it's not only urgent to do it for all the reasons we see here today, but also it's a project that they can then take around the country and say, you know, we're looking for more local engagement and local match and from the public sector and the private sector. And that's what this project's all about. I think all that's helpful. And when you guys have come to town, I think it's been very helpful. So I don't want to suggest you have to come all the time, but I do think we had a go ahead and schedule. I'm sure you got a thought of coming in the spring again, and prior to April. Let's just
It's really good to hear you say that in front of the press, because sometimes the press says, "What are you going to do in Washington?"
Yeah.
So really, I do appreciate
showing up personally, and again, one reason I think it's important I was here today is, you know, I'm able to show them my selfies of me and the river behind me.
Thank you for that.
And you know, just let them, this is not, you know, just looking for more funding for another project. This is about people's lives.